Hi everyone, Wolf Branch Homestead here. Hopefully, we're trying to adjust this to make sure that we can see the feeder okay here. We haven't streamed in a while. Very hot, very humid as of late, in between lots of rain. We haven't got to stream much. We've also been pretty busy around here. I think a hummingbird just flew by, I'm not sure. It's been pretty busy. And on top of that, like we said, just very temperamental weather for us here. So we haven't had too much of a chance to stream. Hummingbird activity slowed down again. I think our females are back on the nest. But we are seeing a few visits, so we just put out fresh nectar for them. And we'll stream for a little bit today. I'm not sure, as hot as it is, if the phone will hold up too well for us, but we will try for a little bit. You'll hear our fountain in the background, but you're also going to hear all of our cicadas. In the summertime, they start to come out a lot more. We haven't had that boom that some areas were having with the, I think it was like the 13 and 17 year broods. I can't remember. We're not getting any of that. It's just our normal cicadas we get every year. So you'll hear them in the background, along with possibly some bird calls like the wood thrush. But we're going to get in here and get on chat and get everything set up, and stop by some of the other live streams that are happening and say hello to everybody, since we haven't been on too much lately. As always, hoping you all have been doing well and that your weekend has been going well, and we thank you so much for watching, and enjoy. All right, everyone. We are going to call this an evening. Thank you so much for joining us, and apologies that it's been so long since we last streamed. But we thank you so much for being here with us. We didn't have any hummingbird visits, but that's okay. Hopefully, you all still enjoyed hearing the fountain and the cicadas, all the bird life that's out. Hopefully, that's been enjoyable. I can't think of too many updates right now, but stay tuned with us. We can't really stream during the day because it's this weekend, particularly. Today's high was 97 Fahrenheit, and tomorrow I think is like 94, 95 maybe. It's been very hot during the day. I know a couple weeks ago we finally saw a bird for the first time physically on the fountain here. The eastern phoebe came over and was having a bath, so that was really fun that we've had this fountain for almost a year and I finally got to see somebody on that. I'm not sure if the hummingbirds use it, but I really like to think so because it has been so dry now that we've definitely been seeing the birds go to water pretty frequently. Out at the other end where I have the other hummingbird feeder, we've got that set up at the one station where there's suet and there's bird seed. And I have a little dish out there with water, and it was really fun because yesterday or the day before, I actually got to see a brown thrasher come fly up and get some water out of there, grab a mouthful of suet, and fly off. So they've definitely been going to the water. So if you've got birds that you feed and take care of, definitely make sure you have a water source out, especially when it's been pretty warm like this. Other than, as far as the way the weather has been, we will try, hopefully, to get back into streaming the other bird, like the actual just bird feeder station. I got another little dish to put out there, and I'm hoping at some point to get some mealworms to put out there for them. I know I can say that out there at that feeder, the little chipmunk you all came to know, Bouncy, that has half a tail, Bouncy's still hanging around really well. Not sure about the other two that were out there. Baby Bunny the third has been coming around quite a bit. We had one visit, then it was quite a while in between before we saw each other again, and now Baby Bunny 3 has been coming back quite a bit, that we call Doodle. I don't think that one's gonna get like Otter, where Otter would come up and take snacks from me. But Doodle is coming up to a lot of the same places and coming to get snacks. So hopefully we'll develop a little bit of a friendship, but nobody can take the place of Otter for sure. But I think Otter is out there now living at the garden. So it's nice I'll go out there with the goats. We'll take them out into the garden and let them walk around. And the rabbit seems to get kind of happy to see them, and we'll do a little bit of a flip in the air and run off into the woods. So it's good to see Otter while we're out there. Speaking of goats, Yusuke did turn a year old last month. He hasn't grown too much, but he is just a smart little guy. He's developed into an awesome little goat, and his dad's birthday will be next month. Other than that, can't think of too much. I think it's the 23rd will be a year since our elderly cattle dog passed, so you'll probably see a little video or some pictures around that time. That's been part of the reason we've kind of been away for a little bit. It's just been a little bit sad still. It's you get to think about it, and it's been pretty difficult. She was a very, very special friend. She was not only a great friend to all of us people, but she loved other animals as well. She actually helped raise Yusuke. And so even though we've lost her, we do still have parts of her everywhere we go and all the things we do. Hi, wood thrush. The wood thrush flew behind this tree and is out in the drive there. looking for bugs in the road. But we'll definitely share some pictures of her with you all, and I'll see if I can find some other videos of her, because just all around, just a great little dog. She was with us almost 10 years, and she was already an adult by the time we got her. There's no telling how old she actually was. And so we had almost a decade with her. And again, just awesome dog, like very good listener, always stayed by you, always wanting to be with you. She was very friendly with kitty cats. Kitty cats were her favorite. She had a friend towards the end of her time. We had an older rescue cat, and they had started to make friends, and she loved her goats very much. She, like I said, Yusuke, she helped raise him and did a really good job with him, and I think that's a lot of why that one of our goats in particular, she actually helped him learn to walk on a leash and a harness, and even just on his collar, and helped him be very confident in that. And so he got a lot of his, I almost want to say like his mannerisms, but his behavior and everything, he reminds me very much of her, where he was raised around the dog and he acts like a little puppy dog himself. But we're going to call it an evening, and we thank you so much for watching with us, everybody. Gonna go out and get the rest of the chores finished up here. And we appreciate you all so much. And stay tuned, because with all this warm weather, I might try to do a morning time stream. But as always, if you do happen to miss whenever we stream next, just check back for the live video to be uploaded, and hopefully you can enjoy it that way. We hope you all have a great evening. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until the next video or live stream, take care until then, everybody.